Okay guys, today I'm going to teach you how to create files in C++. So include the fstream header file, and this contains file functionality so we can read and write files in C++. So now create your main function, integer main, integer argc for the arguments, and char argv. So now what you're going to do, you're going to go std ofstream file, and then here goes your file name. Okay, so what this does, this creates a file called test.txt, or opens an existing file called test.txt. Okay, so now we're going to say if file.isOpen std cout file is open std end l. And you're going to need to include the IOStream header as well, because we're going to need access to the terminal. So if the file's open, it'll show us this. So let's compile that. Go up here and type g++ main.cpp-o./main, and the file will be compiled. Now type ./main, and it'll run our program, and you'll see that it says file is open, which means it was successful. Okay, so now we're going to go else std cout problem opening file std end l, and we're going to return 1, because remember, in the main function, if you return something other than 0, the system will see it as an error. Okay, so now we're going to go file, 2 left arrows, hello world, 2 left arrows, std end l. So this will write hello world to the file. So we open the file, and then we go file, 2 left arrows, hello world, 2 left arrows, std end l. So that'll write hello world, and it'll create a new line for us in the file as well. So back in the terminal, press the up arrow until you see the compile command. Press enter. Now do ./main. It'll say file is open. And now if you go to your directory, you should see this test.txt file. Open it up, and it'll say hello world. Amazing. So that's how you write to a file in C++. So now I'm going to show you how to read a file. Up here, change this to I. Where the F is, change to I. Where the O is, change it to I. So this should say std ifstream. Okay, get rid of this line here, you don't need it anymore. So this will open the file. Okay, and it'll say that it's for input. Okay, so now we can read from it. So I want you to I want to include the string header up here, include string. Okay, and now down here I want you to go std string message, and then I want you to go get line file message. So the get line function will take a file, well, it'll take a stream, and in this case we pass the input stream, right? The file input stream. And it'll take a message, it'll take a string for the second argument, and that's where we want to load the line to. So what we say is get the next line from the file and store it in message. That's basically what it says. And now if you go std cout message std end line end l, you'll see this message be printed out. So if we recompile that now, just type the up arrow until you see the compile command and run that, it'll say file is open, hello world. So we've basically just read from the file, which is quite impressive. Now the good thing about get line is we can put it in a while statement, so we can print out all the lines in the file. So go while get line file message, like we did there, and then we're going to copy this output here and put it in there. Okay, so this will output every line in the file. So what this says is, remember while statements, if the value is non-zero, it's true, so then it'll run this, and getLine will return a non-zero value when there's no more lines in the file, and then this while loop will stop executing. So we're going to compile that now, do ./main, and you see hello world again. That's expected. If we now go to our file test.txt and we add more lines, add as many lines as you like, just make sure there's a few, and we compile that now, and we run that, you'll see that it shows all the lines in the file, because we're saying while there's still a line in the file, put it into the message variable and then output it. Okay, so that's how you read lines from a file. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to get the size of a file. It's fairly straightforward. So the first thing you want to do is open the file in binary mode. So go std ios binary as the second parameter for this file, okay? And binary mode is different to text mode because it'll allow us to see non-human readable characters essentially, and it'll allow us to process it on a binary level, which is very important, okay? So now up here go std stream_pos begin, comma, end. So this creates two variables called begin and end, both of type stream_pos, okay? So now down here go begin equals file.telg. So this will get the current position in the file that we're at, okay? And then I want you to go file.seekg, and we're going to go 0 std ios end. Okay, so what this is seek to the end of the file. Basically move our current position in the file to the end. And this 0 here is the offset, and obviously we don't want to go further than end, so we leave that at 0, right? And then go end equals file.telg. Okay, I think you can see where this is going. So now if you want to know the size of the file, you just go std cout file size, two left arrows, and we're going to go brackets end minus begin. Okay, so that will get our current file size because we're minusing the beginning. We're minusing begin from end. So end will be the bigger value, obviously, the bigger position. So by minusing begin with end, end with begin, we end up with the actual file size, if that makes sense. So let's compile that now, and you'll see file size 78. Let's see if that's correct. Right click on the file, properties, and it says 78 bytes. So we successfully calculated the size of the file. Okay, so that's how you read and write files in C++.